praise the Lord. People who get it and understand before I get too worked up. There are people here in Denver who are just like, Nate, you just hold in there. Almost at the finish line, almost defeated homelessness. You just keep going. But also recognize the finish line to what? Just getting back what I already had, what most people have always had, a home, and they are completely fine being unable to help, care, pray. It's all too late now for most people. But like, today's ridiculous. But shout out to them. Praise the Lord. I want you back. Jackson 5. It's just like you cannot escape it. It's playing back there. This video is like about today and like how today is like being a little bit ridiculous on Facebook, but just being like one thing leads to another. I went to the hospital and I was like, I can't take it anymore. And the hospital was like, you just need to sleep where there is extremely people and schizophrenics and a boomer named Jen who says I don't care about your dad not being, or about your dad being child molester, and like, you know, all these things getting robbed from you all the time, and like, just San Francisco is the Golden Gate City that, you know, it's better for me to come back to Denver. So it's like all like with the best healthcare team available at Center Health, which is like I think a Jewish hospital, but like supposed to pay like the best Margaret security, and you have a background in law enforcement and have never cared about those kidnappers. So shame on Margaret. We got to be concerned about Margaret's legacy and ever being anything more than a threat to, you know, just being a boomer. As average. But I went to the hospital and all these boomers, like all these like really fancy, went to school forever, and like they checked to see if I was bleeding. They checked to see like all these conditions. They gave me some mental health medication, like 2 pills. Apparently all I needed was 2. So I guess this is about it. Like, that was again another time the hospital was just like, you ain't needing a quadruple open heart bypass yet. And they just let me sleep there. They gave me like some soap, and they didn't hug me. They just kind of like, you know, turned the curtain, and I went to sleep. And then I woke up and I survived. Did the hospital do anything about the little boy I had sleeping with? Well, he wasn't there. What could they do? And also, are you closer to the problem? What have you ever done? So, in the boomers' defense, these Western boomers, they did all they could do. Kind of. They're boomers. Something happened in Huntington. I don't have the full details, but it's like the homeless people made the news. So it just is kind of like an igniter with like, well, you know what? You should care about all this that you probably didn't know about Tom being a big bougie state big deal before. Still is. You know what I mean? I guess. Yep. And it really does come down to like, there is this disconnect between everybody who knew me for like 33 years. Was happy when I got promoted. Was uncomfortable and unhappy when there was COVID, and then Tom Acosta being that way. All these things just keep on coming, but like, I have to kind of be this way. It just seems like it makes most sense to me because, all right, here's the big deal. Okay? I went to the hospital right before I got the day came where it was like, okay, you need to grab your shit and leave in 7 minutes because the Uber's on the way. You gotta grab your shit and leave California for Colorado again. Your second line for housing. That happened, and then it threw me into this, you know, well, I'm coming back to Denver. It makes sense, but I don't have time to plan and get here. 4% battery on the phone, can't charge it on the plane, there's no Wi-Fi. And then I just go and survive the very best I can at a friend's house, but my friend ended up having to go take care of his mother. Was writing over changes, and he didn't know I was coming, and the mother, I'm sure, it's fine. Like, he was doing the right thing to help his mother, okay? We shall be doing that. I'm trying. I don't know if mine's live, but like, what can I be doing right this minute with no money? And, you know, already having tried yesterday to collect my things, being unsuccessful, but trying again for never giving up. But I'm going to go collect my things in 102 degrees. Again, like it never ends. It's never, you know, it's just like it's always hot now. Like people never cared before are like, it's hot and they're turning the air conditioning on in their own homes. But it's just this world. And so, like, I'm gonna go collect my things, which is a lot of it. Someone else's clothes, but they don't want it back. Like, you're homeless, so you're just like, you know, gonna keep it. You can obtain it. I'm just getting back what I already had, and I'm just gonna go try to open a self-storage where I've got to go check it every 7 days. A trash bag. I gotta stay in line for it at certain times where everyone else has their crack in their pipes and their, you know, their boomer shit, their homeless boomer shit. I have like the NASA t-shirt from the best homeless U.S. veteran in the world. And if, yeah, maybe we just need to know he's like a Rockefeller, okay? Like the family built this country and he defended it. So like you don't even know all that. You should care, but you never care about homeless veterans. Go hard. And it's just too like, so wait, say you cared, but you guys get it. And then I'm gonna go get in that line again, where I already was yesterday, again, for the permanent bed homeless shelter. They took 32 people. Maybe they'll take me, maybe they won't, but like it will be stressed and dangerous and heavy and hard. And like, there's no car, there's nobody. Do you see anybody else helping me? Maybe you could, maybe you should. Maybe Nathan needs an Uber. Maybe Nathan needs like all of the things that you would want if your father was homeless and you were homeless for 678 days. But Chrissy White, you know, is like forced attorney Sarah Stevens. Tom Acosta's completely missing. So is that little boy. And nobody else seems to really be doing anything. Still. What else could I be doing to defeat homelessness any faster? I've already called my caseworkers. They are not in touch. They did call, we did exchange voicemails, but like there's not been like, here's a solution. We're waiting on that. And it's still 16 times more likely to die.